All right, welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday for our non-techies. I'm glad that you all joined us. If you want to turn your camera on for a second and wave hi, feel free to. I love seeing your faces. Hi, John. Hi, Billy. Good to see you all. Hello, there's some faces. Good to see you. I did change my background. My blue, it's kind of a turquoise blue sweater, looked really funky with the other blue background, so I did change it. All right, so today we're going to talk about, this is not going to be super long today, and I want to give you all an opportunity to, while we're in the session, to go and try this. I hope that most of you are using Chrome as your browser. I know some of you, I'm on a Mac and Safari was the default browser on my Mac, but I switched it to Chrome because I feel like it just does a whole lot better, functions a little bit better on a lot of websites. I have very few issues when I'm using Chrome. So that's the browser that I use and the browser that I recommend that you use. And what I'm going to teach on today is doing some shortcuts with Chrome so you can have all of the links that you need to access websites right in one place. So versus having to go, I know a lot of people still go to KCH Agent to link into like Kansas City Homes backend and a home suite, or they go there to link to even to Gmail just out of habit. But I'm going to show you how you can have all your links organized in one place and make it really quick and easy for you to access everything. So let's get rolling here. I am going to share my screen. If you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself, or you can throw them in the chat. I'll be watching the chat. Totally understand, Lisa. All right, hopefully you all can see my screen. If it's not very big on your screen, if you have the side-by-side view, you might go up to the very top of your Zoom screen where it says that you're viewing Christian's screen, and click the down arrow just to the right of that and unclick your side-by-side view. That'll allow my screen to get bigger on yours, and it'll maximize the size so you can see what's going on up here. So I have my Chrome pulled up here, and I wanted to start, I kind of wanted to work off of this reference guide. If you need this and don't have it, I'm going to show you where you can find it and how you can bookmark this. But this is something that I had created a while back for our new agents, just as kind of a cheat sheet for keep all of your passwords and usernames in one place. And the beauty of this is it also has links in it. So you can link right to KCH Agent, for example, Greenhouse. So I'm going to work off of some of these today. But what I want to show you is how up here in the top, you can save all of your links in one place. You'll notice that I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I don't think I can zoom in on that. But like here, I've got all my training, a folder right here of all my training resources. So if I click on this folder, it drops down all of these shortcuts for me, so I can click right into things. If I need to go right into, I've got shortcuts here to KREC and MREC, to real estate commissions. Everything that I click on frequently for training stuff is all in this folder. Over here, I've got my quick links for business. So I've got my Gmails right here, Matrix, quick link into Google Drive, into the social tool on BHGRE, the back end. So I'm going to show you how to set up a folder like this with all of the links that you use frequently for business. So when you're in Chrome, right up here at the top, this is called your bookmarks bar. You want to click over here where there's some open space. I like clicking right underneath my picture up here. If I right click on this, I can click add folder. And I'm going to add a folder. I'm going to name it my April, what's today, the 21st class. I'm going to hit save. And now I've got to go find this folder because I've got way too many. If you don't have a whole lot of bookmarks saved, it'll pop right up here on the top. I'm going to move it right over here so we can see it pretty easily. But now I have this folder created. There's nothing in it. If you have a ton of bookmarks and you go in and create a folder, again, I right click up here and I hit add folder. and I want it to be in my bookmarks bar, which is the default here. And I hit save. If you have a bunch of bookmarks already saved up here, it's going to be this little tiny arrow right here. If I click on that, these are all of the bookmarks that I have saved. I need to really organize these into folders. That would help me tremendously. But right now it's sitting right down here at the bottom. I want this right up top and center for me. So I'm going to click on it and drag it and drop it where I want it to show up. So I want it right there. So now how do you get links in that? Before I go there, I'm going to pause. Do you want me to show you that again on how to create the folder? I need to get the chat pulled up here so I can see it. Okay, I think everybody's good on creating the folder. Lori wants it one more, we'll do it one more time. You're gonna right click up here in some open space. If I right click, I get these options and I'm gonna go to add folder. And I name the folder. Right up here in name, I'm gonna type whatever I want this to be, business links. And it's gonna default to the bookmarks bar, which is where I want it. And I'm gonna hit save. And because I have so many bookmarks already up here, I've got to find that and I want to put it right up top and center. So I'm going to take it. There it is in my list at the very, very bottom there. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm going to click on it and hold so I can drag it. And I'm going to drop it right up here in my bookmarks bar. So that's how you create your folder. So now I want links to go into this folder. I'm going to go back over here to my resource guide. I want the KCH agent. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to open the website. Once the website is open, I'm going to click right up here on the URL. I'm going to highlight it. And then you ready? We're going to click and hold. And I'm going to drag it right to my business links. And it's going to put it in that folder for me. Hopefully I didn't just, yep, there it is. So now I have a shortcut. Every time I log into Chrome, let's open a new window. There's my folder and there's my link. I click on that and I shortcut right to Kansas City Homes, to KCH Agent. So I'm going to do that a couple more times with a couple other websites. Greenhouse would be another good one. It was down earlier today. Again, I'm going to open the website that I want. I'm going to click up here to highlight the URL for this website, and it's all highlighted. And I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag it to my business links folder. Click on the business links folder. There it is, Greenhouse Dashboard, it's in there. Home Suite CRM is another good one to put in there. I'm going to click up here. When I click up here, it highlights. I'm going to click and hold, drag it into my folder. So whatever websites you go to frequently, Matrix is another good one. So I have this folder right here. It's my quick links for business. And if I click on this, I've got access right here. It doesn't matter what website I'm on. I can click on this folder and here's all of my shortcuts. If I need to go into .loop, I click on .loop, it pulls open .loop for me. So as opposed to having to go, for instance, to like KCH Agent, and of course I'm not logged in, so I've got to log in and then wait for it to load. And then find the links that I'm looking for if I want a shortcut to Home Suite. I don't have to do that anymore. It's all right up here in folders. So you can have as many links as you want to. You might have noticed in some of these, like the training resources, I have a ton of links in here. Tons of links. You can have as many links as you want to in here. If you put a link in here and you don't want it in this folder, if I click on here, it'll show me what I've added to this folder, and I could right click on this, and then I can say, I can edit the name of it. So if REW backend makes no sense to me, I want to name this Home Suite. Again, to do that, I click on the folder, I highlight the link, and right click and hit edit. I can also delete this. If there's a link in here that I don't need anymore, I accidentally did the wrong one, I can hit delete. You've got a couple other options in here that are more high level, but we'll stick with just those options. So again, you can edit the name of it by clicking on the folder, mousing over the link, and I hit edit, and I can name this instead of the really long name it has there, I can just do KCH agent. And now it's renamed. I'm going to walk through that one more time on how to, I'm going to close some of these. I've got way too many windows open up here. If I open a new tab and I start typing in .loop, I want to add a shortcut for this. I click up here, make sure that that's highlighted, and then click and hold and drag it into my business links folder. And then there it is right there. This will be a huge time saver for you, you know, on a daily basis. Think about the websites that you go to. That's why I bring attention to this master resource guide. I'm going to show you where you can find that if you want to download this and or make a copy of it to your drive. This is a great tool here that has not just a way for you to save all of your username and passwords, but also it's got links in it to go right into things like Zap, for example. Everybody always forgets where you log into Zap. So I want to save this to my business links. You also have Matrix, .loop, Showing Time, RPR, NAR website on here. Lots of different tools on here that you can start with that list and start bookmarking and saving a whole bunch of links for business. So let me show you how you find that resource guide if you want it. I'm in a new tab here, and I want to go to Google Drive. So I'm going to click on my waffle over here, and we're going to go to Drive. And that sits in the shared drives right over here on the left under Agent Training. And then it actually sits under New Agent Resources. And it's the Master Resource Guide. I'll show you one other little tip today. Everything in shared drive is view only for you. So if you want to make a copy of this so you can have your own copy of this, I'm going to go ahead and open it. And then I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to do Make a Copy. And this will make a copy of this into your drive. If you want to download it and use it as an Excel, you can also download right here too. So I could download and I could select, I've got Microsoft Excel on my computer, so I can select to download it as an Excel document and then manipulate it that way as well. Okay, I'm going to stop. What questions do you have, or what do you want me to go back and show again? Do you think this will be helpful to have all of these links saved? It was a huge help for me when I discovered this a couple months ago. Instead of having, you see my list up here of like 8,000 different links, and I could never find what I was looking for because they're not alphabetical, which drives me nuts. It's in order of when I save them. But now I need to go in and add these to folders. which I've never done. Let's see if we can just drag these into some folders. I need to probably do a folder for all my daughter's school stuff, but I'll do this one. This looks like it could be a business link. So I'm going to see if I can add this. I'm just going to drag it. Yep, I can. I can add it right there. So I just moused over it. I'm not clicking on it. If I click on it, it's going to open these websites. But if I just hold my mouse over it and then click and hold and drag it over to the folder I want, I can drop it and I can quickly organize this whole long list of crazy links that I have, which will be helpful. If I want to get rid of one of these folders, like the one that I created over here, the April 21st class, I'm probably not going to use this ever again. I'm going to hold my mouse over it, right click, and delete, and it's gone. Yes, Marcia, those are all saved links. So you save them by, if you want to put them in a folder, you highlight the URL up here, and you just take it and drag it in to one of your folders. If you want to just save it and have a long list of links, you can do that as well. Let me go to one that's not saved. You'll notice up here on the very right-hand side of my URL bar, this is starred, which means it's already been saved. Let me go to one that has not been saved. I'll go to this one. I've never saved this one, and I probably need to save it. So I'm going to hit the star up here, and it'll ask me what I want to name it. And then do I want to put it in a folder, or do I just want it to be, these are the folders that I have created. If I just want it in my long list, I'm going to put bookmarks bar. And now this is sitting right down here at the very bottom of this long list. So again, quick way just to favorite bookmark websites is to just, if you're on something, let's say you're on something, you don't know how you got there, you want to come back to it later, you don't want to save it to a folder right now, just hit the star button right here on the far right of your URL bar. And if I hit, it's going into bookmarks bar, I'm going to hit done, there it is. Now it sits in this long, long, long list. This is pretty simple. This tech tip didn't take us very long. I'm happy to go back and show you some other things or show you how other ways to organize all of your links, but I really just wanted to make this as simple as possible. So hopefully that was easy. What questions you all have, feel free to unmute yourself or type it in the chat if you have questions or want me to show you anything else while we're in Chrome here.